Here joining on the show is A'ja Wilson's father, Roscoe Wilson Jr. Thank you so much for joining us. And let me just start off by saying you and your wife have really just produced a woman who is a light to this world. We've had such a joy watching her. She's always just encouraging to her teammates. There's too many good things to say about her, so I'll stop there. But you and your wife have been able to witness so many amazing basketball feats from your daughter. Do you have a favorite memory, and what feats are you looking forward to?
Oh my gosh. That's a tough one. I would say we didn't get to Tokyo for her first Olympics, but we did get to Paris. So I would take that as one. I can't say there is one at the top. Her jersey retirement at South Carolina, and probably that third quarter, last second shot in Phoenix in the playoffs, so that they went to win that third game. Those are very big moments because she'd never done that before. Obviously, a jersey retirement at a school where we were there, and that's our community. So it was just very special that she can do all that and accomplish all that in front of her peers, in front of her pastor, our church, that type of thing. So that was great.
Well, there's a story about A'ja being 14 years old and saying, I love this game and I want to win a championship and gold medals. What is it like experiencing as a father that she's done all that and then Wheaties box and Time magazine and everything else? What is that experience like for you and your family?
It's surreal. We try to, as A'ja always says, don't want to get too high with the highs, don't want to get too low with the lows, but we have to stay there because it can be overwhelming, the things she's accomplished, to see her on these marquees. These 300-foot marquees you see A'ja. But it's surreal. God has blessed us to be in this place right now.
We saw a few games back. You were sitting courtside like you normally do, but A'ja was down on the floor. You got up from your seat and you walked and gestured over towards her. What looked like you were checking on her. How difficult is it to balance being a dad and just being a fan there, sitting there?
Very, very difficult, but I played myself professionally, so I understand the adversity, the things that go on the court. But certain things I see as a dad. Like, you know, she was surrounded by four other players on the other team were knocking. They knocked her down. They didn't call a foul. So I was a dad then. It was getting ready to be a very, very bad WNBA incident.
Well, you mentioned you played professionally, and we got to shout out that you were in the Hall of Fame of Benedict. I've also seen that you had 35 rebounds in one game. So
where'd you get that?
Hey, we do our homework around here. But we know that you played, you coached, and now you're a dad. Where have you seen A'ja's game evolve since she's been in the WNBA?
Oh, yes. Her confidence, her strength, and her leadership. Those things stick out to me more because she came in. Bill and Bill just handed the ball, so this is your team. So as a young 19-year-old, she has to take this on. So this is a challenge for us. So I've seen her grow immensely, leaps and bounds.
When she was growing up, did you see a glimpse of who she is now back then?
Say that again?
When she was growing up, a little girl, did you see glimpses of who she is now back then?
Not early in the years. I knew that she was a focused young lady. She knew what she wanted to do, so she was very organized, but very, very focused. All the time, very focused. I knew whatever she did, she was going to be great at it.
And let's pivot into the A'ja Wilson Foundation, because you guys have had such an immense impact off of the court. And just even today, your wife Eva reposted threads about the A'ja Wilson Foundation. She goes, this and only this is what matters. What does that impact mean to your family of how you're inspiring girls and families to be just like the Wilsons off the court?
Well, my father was a minister in the community, and my mother was a missionary. So all we ever learned, her mother was service to people. So we wanted to maintain that service to people through kids that meant a lot to A'ja, particularly those kids who suffer with the challenges of dyslexia. So what we try to do is try to give back in the community as best we can. Like at our church, A'ja's preschool, we gave them laptops and other types of audiovisual aids to help them with theirs. We built a court for a special school there that strictly focuses on dyslexic kids. So giving back is so big. We had this last thing we had a M4 Father's Day Summit. So we gathered about 50 fathers to talk about those issues of how important a father is in a daughter's life, and how important some of those things that can help them be better fathers. It helped me a lot. It helped me a lot, just that summit, because I'm hearing perspectives from other fathers about how they feel about their daughters and how to deal with it.
As a person of faith, and I have a family member who also has dyslexia, it's just so amazing to see how you guys have been able to give back and encourage. Now let's bring things back to basketball a little bit. You saw what happened in the last game. How do you see the Aces bouncing back? Because you've seen them, what happened all last season, going 500, then winning a championship. So do you go back over these games with Asia, or do you just keep that in-house, talk with your wife? What are you talking about now?
We didn't talk about this last game at all. I think I sort of let that settle in and fester in her. But Asia very seldom has back-to-back bad games. I consider that she was, what, 18, 19 points. To us, that's a bad game. So she has to step it up a little bit more. She's a leader. She's the one that makes them move and motivates them. So expect to see some very good basketball tonight from the Aces perspective.
Well, we can't wait to watch her take over like she always does. It's so funny hearing it from a coach and a player. 18 or 19 is just not quite cutting it for the 4-time MVP. But you mentioned about the power of presence, the initiatives that you did with the foundation. And we know General Mills also just donated $50,000 to the Asia Wilson Foundation for being on the incredible Wheaties box. are there other initiatives you see in the future that you want to continue to grow with the foundation?
Yeah, we definitely want to continue the M4 Fathers Summit. I think that's important because fathers are very important to daughters, not discounting mothers, but we know that the impact that fathers, whether in the home or not in the home, have on their kids. So we want to do more to help them. We'd like to do more to help teachers because it takes a certain certification to do that. It takes a certain, oh man, look at this.
Look at that, Whitney's. Oh yes, we've had great stuff.
That's a good shot.
That's nice.
She's only the 4th black woman to be on the Wheaties box.
Yes,
I mean, like I said, God has blessed us with this, but I want to get more training for teachers. A lot of times teachers don't know how to teach kids with dyslexia. It's called Gort Gillingham. It's a specific training component that helps teachers.
Lastly, for the kids that are watching, the young girls that say, I want to be like Asia Wilson, what's the advice to them? Some fatherly advice.
Eat your vegetables. And, follow instructions. I tell people that you want to be as a good person and as godlike as you can as a father or as a parent, because your kids are watching you, they emulate you. So I would tell kids, set a goal, have a why. Why do you want to do this? Because that's going to fuel your work. That's going to fuel you. Make sure you have a why and be committed to doing what you want to do.
Roscoe Wilson, thank you so much for joining us, and thank you for letting us into your family always.
Yes, thank you so much. And as the late Miss Hattie Rakes, we know how important she is. The best is just yet to come. Yeah. So we really appreciate your time up here. Thank you so much.
That's Toot. We call her Toot.
Oh, Toot. Okay, we're on that name basis.
Thank you so much. God bless y'all. Thank y'all for having me.
We appreciate it.
Inspiring.
All right.
All right.